Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So this is my natural daily makeup routine. Always start off with sunscreen underneath. So right now I'm just gonna use a face primer. This one does anti-pollution. It also has SPF 50 and it's a nice tone up and gives you a nice rosy glow. It does take me a little while to blend it out, but you'll notice that it gives the skin like this really pretty glow and like a radiant from within. Then I just let it dry before I go in with my concealer. I started to use a brush for my concealer. I no longer put it on my skin. I just find that it's easier to blend out and there's less bacteria transfer, especially if you're using it to cover up any acne. I focus on my nose, my under eyes, and then any kind of spots that I want to cover up. Then after I'm done, I kind of just like buff it out with the big side of the brush. My goal with my makeup routine is to kind of make it look like my skin, but better. So really natural, really glowy and radiant, and just simple. Next up is this cushion compact. I got it from Japan, so I'm not quite sure if you can get it in America, but I love doing it like this and applying it with using a brush instead of the powder puff. I found that it just goes on a lot more even and more natural. Next up in my routine is contouring. I use the wand and I apply it to my palm and then blend it out with a beauty blender. I find that doing it this way just gives me a much more natural look. Next up is the eyes. I like to use a kind of taupey brown eyeshadow palette. I find that it goes best with brown eyes. To start off, I go in with the white shade all over my lids on both sides. Then I do the brown shade on my lids as well. And then I kind of fan it out to where my crease is to kind of blend it in a little bit better. Then once I'm done with the upper lids, I'll go ahead and put some in the bottom inner corners. I'll take the green shade and just apply it to the outer corners and the inner eyes. The next step once I'm done with my eyeshadow is that I always use a brown eyeliner and do it in my waterline like this. Sometimes I'll also use a liquid liner, but I'll only draw a small little wing at the edge. Now is for my favorite part of my routine, mascara. I just got this one from Japan. I like that the applicator is angled, so it's much easier to get into those hard to reach eyelashes, and it looks very, very natural. I find that this one helps to lengthen, but also never clumps my eyelashes together, so I'm a pretty big fan so far. We're almost there, but I just have to do my eyebrows. I use this gel. It's a little bit lighter to match my hair color, but it's just a really easy, no fuss way to do your eyebrows. Now we're just in the last bit, gonna contour a little bit more from my nose using the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt palette, and you kind of just go and brush out the bridge area. For nose contour, I try to keep it natural. I found that when I was doing more heavier contour, my nose looked extremely fake in real life. For blush, I'm making kind of like my own shade. I use a Can Make blush and this Glass Glow highlighter, blending it out and applying it, and it just gives me this nice kind of glow from within. And to complete the look, we always do our lips. So I'm using this really pink shade by Lawless. I find that this one feels more like a tint balm and it's really hydrating on the lips. And we're just adding some powder to get rid of some shine and lock in that makeup. And we're done. This is the final look. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you later. Bye!